Hi, I'm Jen and I'm a part-time van dweller, and I just wanted to talk to you today a little bit about why I do not like underbed storage. I had a very simple build initially that did not involve building a loft bed and did not have underbed storage. And then I changed to the underbed storage to give myself more space and to have a larger bed. And I almost instantly regretted it. And I'm telling you in this video this so that as you think about how you want to set up your own van life, just some logistical things to think about. Maybe a bed with underbed storage works well for you, maybe it doesn't, but I wanted to share my experience so that you can make an educated decision on what you want to do. Okay, so with a loft bed, one of the first things that I ran into was that my van did not have an even floor. And that's pretty common in a lot of cargo vans. And so what we did is we measured every leg and we made sure, okay, everything's measured exactly like we want it to be. Only we made all the legs the same length, and that didn't work because the floor wasn't the same height in all of the areas. So we were creating shims and trying to modify things, and it just got to be a headache. Now you can work around that, and you can certainly figure that out, and it's not impossible if you're really careful about measuring the floor where each leg is going to go. You'll save yourself a lot of time and frustration. So just a pro tip there. But what I found with underbed storage that I really did not like was, sorry, just gonna switch hands. That hand got a little bit tired. But what I did not like was that I had to, every time I wanted to access things under the bed, and since almost everything was stored under the bed, I had to access it every day, right? So I was having to lift up a seat that I had to get to my shoes and my shampoo and just everyday items that I needed. And I didn't have much floor space. And I had even less floor space when I had to do things like slide my fridge freezer out into my floor space to access it. And so that's one thing to think about is that, yeah, everything can tuck away really neatly, but in functional living, when you have to pull things out into your walking space, into your very limited walking space and living space, that can be kind of a headache. And then I didn't like the underbed storage, aside from the fridge freezer and the kind of flip top seating storage that I had. The other thing I had was bins. So I had these large bins that I bought the perfect size to slide under the bed that we were building. And I had, in order to get to the one that was like 2 or 3 deep, I had to haul out, like slide out and put on my bed the 2 that were closest to the rear. And so, I mean, you can kind of organize things so that maybe things you don't need as frequently are, deeper in, and there are things that you can do that will help. But the thing that I ran into that I really didn't like was that I was constantly putting bins on my bed and having to rifle through them to get to the things that I needed, instead of those things just being organized in a way that were a lot more accessible and a lot more readily available to me. So yeah, you're stuck either sliding those bins out and then putting them on your bed, or you will be putting them in the dirt. If you're out camping, they're going to end up on the ground, and then you have to worry about dirt and bugs getting into your dwelling. And anyway, underbed storage, not my thing, for exactly these reasons. And in my next video here, I'm going to show you what I have done instead. One thing that's really nice about underbed storage is you can hide all your stuff. So it's very like clean and Instagram ready and like almost OCD level, like organization in a very small space. If that's your thing and you got to have that type of organization, like more power to you, you do you. But for me, in everyday living, I don't want to be sliding things in and out, having to sort through a bunch of stuff, having to move things to get to other things all the time. I like my space to be neat and organized, but I like to be able to get to everything really easily. So I'm going to show you in my next video my current build, which is very, very simple, very basic. It's a no build, and it is it cost about $2,000 to do. So it's relatively inexpensive, and you need no skills. So I'm going to show you that in this next video, and hopefully it'll help you make an informed decision and decide which type of person are you. Would you rather have things kind of tucked away and then have to go and find them all the time, or do you want things to maybe look a little messier on the surface, but you can get to everything that you need and live a more functionally sane life in a small space? So I hope this helps you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, like and subscribe. That would help me out quite a bit as I get started, and thanks very much.